Yes, dear students. Next is when the sentence is not having the helping verb, how will you convert positive sentence to negative? Then comes the use of do, does, and did. Okay, so in that case, we need to identify the tense, whether the sentence is in present tense or past tense. If the sentence is in present tense, I told you when we discussed tenses also that with the singular subject we use does. If the subject is singular, we use does, and if the subject is plural, we use do. Okay, and if the sentence is in past tense, what we are going to use? Did as a helping verb. Okay, and by adding not after does, do, and did, we can convert the sentences without helping verb to negative sentence. Okay, let's take an example. See here. First example is she works hard. Second is they lost the game. And third is they play in the park. Now, in these three sentences, we are not having the helping verb. So, what we are going to do? We are going to identify the tense. Let's take first example. She works hard. Here, the sentence is in which tense? Yes, present tense. Now, for the present tense, we will see the subject. If the subject is singular, I told you we are going to use does. What we are going to use? Does. So, in the example, the subject is singular. Okay, so she is the singular subject. So what we are going to use? Does as a helping verb. So it will be converted into negative form like this. She does not work hard. Here it is work. Yes, dear students. So here we are going to use does for the singular subject and not after the helping verb. Okay, so the sentence will be written as she does not work hard. Works will become work because when we convert the positive sentence to negative sentence for helping after the helping verb, the main verb will be written in the first form. Okay, let's take another example. They lost the game. Now, this sentence is in which tense? Lost is the second form of the verb. So, it is a past tense. Okay, the sentence is in which tense? Past tense. And what I told you, which helping verb we are going to use for the past tense? Did. Okay, so what we are going to write? They did. As usual, we have to add not here because we are converting positive to negative. So they did not. What is the first form of lost? Lose. I told you when we convert positive to negative, especially in the case where we are not having the helping verb, first form of the verb will be there. So they did not lose the game. Okay, similarly, next take another example. They play in the park. Here also we are not having the helping verb, so we have to identify the tense. They play in the park. Which tense? Yes, again it is a present tense, but when we see the for the present tense we have to see the subject. In past tense we have there is no need to see the subject. We always use did for singular subject also and for the plural subject also. Yes, students, for the past tense, we there is no need to see the subject because for the singular subject and for the plural subject, for both the cases we use did. Okay, but in the present tense we need to see the subject. For example, in the first sentence the subject was singular and for the singular subject we use does. In the third example, they play in the park. This sentence is also in the present tense, but here the subject is plural. There is a plural, and I told you for the plural subject we use do. Clear, everyone? So here they do not play is already in the first form. They do not play in the park. So like this we are going to convert the sentences into negative form when where there is no helping verb. First we have to identify the tense. Clear? If when we identify the tense, if it is in the simple present tense, we will see the subject. With the singular subject we are going to use does, and with the plural subject we are going to use do. Okay, and if the sentence is in simple past tense, we are going to use did, whether the subject is singular or plural. Okay. Now coming on to the next type, that how to make interrogative sentence negative. Okay. Interrogative sentence means questionable sentence. Okay. Interrogative sentences are made negative by adding not after the subject. Here we are going to add not after the subject. Let's see the example. Does she know you? Do you know her name? Did she help you? Should we go home? Must we start early? Have you read this novel? Now, in the first sentence, the subject is she. Okay, in the second, the subject is you. In the third, the subject is she. Fourth, we. Fifth one, again we. And in the F part, the subject is you. Okay, now we in interrogative sentences are made negative by adding not after the subject. So here we are going to add not after the subject. So first sentence will be converted into negative form by adding not after she. See this. Does she not know you? Like this. Do you know her name? Do you not know her name? Did she help you? Did she not help you? Should we go home? Should we not go home? Must we start early? Must we not start early? Have you not read this novel? Is it clear? So, interrogative sentences are made negative by adding not after the subject. Clear? Now